One morning, Thomas, Annie, and Clara were looking at the early morning sky. The island of Sodor is always so beautiful in springtime, isn't it, Thomas? Of course, said Thomas to his coaches, and I can't wait to run the line. Neither can I, said Annie. I can't wait to have all the happy children. And I can't wait to take all the important businessmen and the guards, said Clarabelle. You two will be filled to the brim with passengers, puffed Thomas, and everyone will be right on time. Help! Help! Cried Emily. Her freight cars are pushing her out of control and right round the bend. Help! Help! She called. Hey! Giggled the silly trucks. I can't stop. They're pushing me. They're pushing me. Faster! Faster! Screamed the cars. The signal's red. No! Ah! Oh! What a fun accident, said the trucks. Not for me. My chassis is loose, said another. Oh no, Emily, what's happened? Cried Ciara. I'll do anything to help you. Please go and get help. The silly trucks have pushed me again. At last, James arrived with Rocky to Emily's rescue. She was very grateful that her friends had come to help her. Don't worry, Emily, said James. We'll have you out in a couple of puffs. Pulling hard, James and Rocky managed to set Emily free. Thank you, said Emily. I'll be much happier when I'm in the steamworks being repaired. No worries, said Rocky. I'll have you up in no time. There you go, back on track again. Harvey was talking to his new friend Ciara. Oh, I do wish I could have helped, said Harvey. Well, you can, said Ciara. I can help in the quarry now. I can shunt as many trucks as any of these bigger engines. But not as many as us, laughed Bill and Ben. She's so small engine, laughed Bill. Oh, so puny and small, whistled Ben. She thinks she's as good as we are, said Ben to his twin. I can be, said Ciara. If you try, teased Bill. Oh, never mind them, said Harvey. They're always teasing me, but like I always say now, water off a duck's back. Bill and Ben were cross. They had to take Emily's freight cars to the docks where they were needed. Bother Emily's accident, said Bill. Now, whose small engines now, said Harvey. Taking another engine's train. That's not very useful, is it? Shut up, Harvey, said Ben. Oh, they look silly, said Ciara, but I can pull 3 times as many trucks as they can. She sniffled. Bill and Ben grumbled huffily away. Bothersome trucks, said Bill. Bothersome. Emily was in the steamworks. Duke, you're ready to go. Is this what a steamworks is? Said Duke. It's been a while since my accident, and you'll have to see the mental rehab patient every 4 days. Goodbye, called Victor. Duke has to see a mental health patient, said Emily. Yes, said Victor. He had an accident at the incline with Sir Handel and Bertram, so now he's suffered amnesia, and he must get back to work right away. Hello, boss, cried Kevin. Oh. Sorry, boss, it was a slip of the hook. I know, Kevin, I know, said Victor. It's always the slip of the hook, isn't it? Emily laughed. She enjoyed the time at the steamworks, but she wished that there was company. And Scarloey arrived. Don't worry, Emily. You'll be out in no time, and back to being a really resourceful engine. Thank you, Scarlowy, said Emily. He's right, said Victor. James, Thomas, Henry, and Gordon were at Knapford Station. They saw that the Fat Controller was just talking to Emily, or so they thought. Who's that? Said Thomas. That looks like Emily. I didn't expect it to be fixed so soon. It looks like her, but her tender is much smaller, said Gordon. And her drive wheel is much bigger, said Henry. Oh, sir, I'm worried. I don't think the other engines will like me very much. I look like this Emily you speak of, she said. Not to worry. I'm going to be transferring you to Homestead Hollow Branch Line in no time, just so you can work with your cousin Dominic and all of his friends. They've heard that you've arrived and they'd like to see you right away. But first, you have a passenger train to collect. Yes, sir. Oh, Henry, Gordon, Thomas, and James were worried. That doesn't look like Emily, said Thomas. But it is, said James. It's the new Emily. She's been completely refurbished. Nonsense, said Gordon, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it if it's the last thing I do. As she puffed along, she passed by James. James whistled crossly. Then she puffed to the docks. Gator was there. Who are you? He called. You look like an imitation Emily. Then she puffed to Great Waterton. Who are you doing Emily's work? Called Stanley. Why are the other engines being so rude to me? It's only my first day, she puffed to herself. I don't like her, said Stanley. That looks like Emily, but you could tell it's not. Look at the size of her drive wheels, and the size of her tender. I know, said Rocky. Who are you? Said Thomas. You're not Emily. You're right, she said. I'm a new engine. My name is Janessa, and I'm here to help. We heard you're here to replace Emily, said Thomas. Nonsense. I'm only here to help out, and I'm being transferred to Homestead Hollow so I can be with my friends, said Janessa. Come along, said the driver. We must take you to the steamworks. You've been shuttered a lot. Oh dear, said Thomas gravely. So Thomas explained to the other engines. So that's it, exclaimed James. Her name's Janessa. She's not here to take over from Emily. She's here to help us, said Henry. How splendid. I feel awful, said Gordon. I'd like to be her friend even, he whistled. We must put right, he said. Of course, said Thomas, but I wonder how. Just talk to her, I guess. Janessa puffed into the steamworks. Oh, hello, said Emily. You must be Janessa. You must be the new engine that's going to work on Homestead Hollow. Yes, I am, and you must be Emily. Everyone's been so rude to me today because they think I'm here to replace you. I mean, how could I? My drive wheel isn't even the same size as yours. Of course, laughed Emily. Thomas was very awkward towards me when I first arrived. But anyways, you're here to do a job, so why don't you just do it? Despite what the others think of you. In any event, you'll probably do more work than they've done in years, said Emily. Thank you, said Janessa. Janessa's steam wheezed proudly. She knew she had a good friend in Emily. You can talk to me any time, said Emily. The Fat Controller proclaimed to his engines, Emily will be out of the steamworks soon. Hooray! Hooray! Cheered the engines. The sound echoed throughout Knapford Station, and the Fat Controller's heart melted. Nowadays, Janessa works proudly on the Homestead Hollow branch line and can puff along with the mainline engines whenever the Fat Controller will allow her to. And she now resides in Homestead Hollow sheds with her friends. And always, Janessa is very happy here.